Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to share how I created this bun. It is one of my favorite go-to styles, and today I'm going to show you how I achieved this look. So I love this bun because it is so easy to create. It's very simple, and the process is just like the last bun that I created. Just like the other bun, I like this one because it is great for formal events. It is great when you just want to go out or you just do not have time to do your hair and wear your hair out, or if it's really hot outside. So let's go ahead and get into this video. All right, so this technique is basically the same thing I did in my other video, and it is very simple, and sometimes I just like to change it up and wear the bun lower. So I figure I'll go ahead and get the bun tutorials out the way before we get into the wash and go tutorials. So before we start, I would like to say that this style works best on old hair, so maybe third, fourth, fifth day hair. And the reason why I say this is if you want it to get pretty sleek, most of your curls will be pulled out. So my curls are right here, they're like at the end of my hair. So that's why I like to do this on old hair. I wouldn't do this on a fresh wash and go because it'll take a lot of manipulation. You have to really wet your hair to get it to lay down, and I just feel that it works easier when I use old hair. So we are just going to go ahead and start. We are getting the water, and I'm just spraying the hair. And I try not to spray a lot. I don't want it soaking wet because, you know, when you get your hair super wet, it's going to just revert back. The curls are going to come right back. So the goal is just to loosen it up just a bit, but not crazy. You're just misting it just a little bit, so you can have, like, you know, some movement when you're trying to mold the hair into the shape. So now I am taking my comb and I want to do a middle part. So I am just going to go through and make a part in the middle. All right, I think that's good enough. So now I am taking my Design Essentials mousse. I used this in my last video, and I'm going to apply it all over my hair. So I do about 3, 4, 5, 6 pumps. Again, it depends on the density of your hair, how many pumps you want to use. So I just smooth it all over. And I am looking through the viewfinder, y'all. So if I look like I'm looking off, it's because I don't have a mirror and I'm just looking through here. And again, just like the last video, I'm just adding product accordingly. So if I feel like I need more product, I just add more. The mousse really does all the work because it basically smooths the hair out really good. Like, it just sets the hair really nicely. So that's why I like to use mousse before I slick my hair back instead of just water, because the mousse also works with setting the hair. And the mousse is just such a great product if you want to wash and go and you do not want your hair to be weighed down and you want volume and, you know, those types of things. Or I use this mousse to set my hair when I have a roller set. It does a really beautiful roller set with the large roller, so it looks so good. All right, so we are getting some gel, and I don't know if this bottle is open. This is a new one. It's not. See, try to pop it. Okay, I got it. The new Eco Gels have a little top. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I guess it's okay. It's better than sticking your hand in it. So I am going to take some gel, and I'm just going to get some out. And I just put it in the palm of my hands, and I am going to apply it to my edges until I feel that it is pretty smooth. So I smooth most of it with my hands to just get the gel in the hair. And then I'll usually get a little bit more because I do want to, you know, get it pretty sleek. So I like to use heavy gels like Eco when I'm doing this, because Eco Gel is very heavy and it weighs the hair down, and it's great for doing ponytails, and it really can mold that hair. Lighter gels will not work. So if you use the gel that's super light, like a serum or something like that, you probably won't get the same results. And I'm talking about gels like Weedad and those super light gels that are great for wash and goes, but I just don't think they'll do the job when it comes to, you know, smoothing the hair. So I am going to take my comb and just kind of go through it to loosen it up. I'm not really going all the way through, but just enough. So I am getting ready to take my Denman brush and I'm just going to go through my hair to pull out any curls that I may have in the middle, just like the last video. And this brush just does a great job just doing that. And as you can see, my hair is already starting to flatten out like this. So it's already getting pretty flat. And I love that, so. And then I get the back and do the same thing. And I'm just adding a little more gel because I want it pretty slick. And as you guys can see, so it's pretty slick down. So here's the rest of my hair and here's the top of it. It's pretty cool. So now I am taking my brush and I am getting ready to brush the hair. And this brush is pretty strong. It's a really good brush for smoothing the hair down. It's not that soft. It's not super hard, but it's not like super soft either. It's a firm brush, if that's even a thing. I think it is. So basically all I'm doing right now is just brushing the hair back. I'm brushing it all back. And then I brush under, because I'm basically molding the hair. So the gel and the mousse work beautifully together. So that's why I like to use both. It just does a wonderful job when you combine both. And I love the Design Essentials mousse when it comes to doing styles like this. It's just a really good multi-use product for your hair and I love that. So that's why I like to use it. Alrighty, so now we're just smoothing the hair into the ponytail. It's pretty simple. And I am going to take a hair tie. So here's the hair, nice and slick. So I am going to take this hair tie and I am going to put it on my hair. So the hair is nice and smooth. And as I'm adding the hair tie, I just make sure I'm smoothing my hair. And I just tie it. I don't make it too tight, but I make it pretty firm. And now we have a bun. So this is basically how you do this, but I do like to add some hair to it sometimes. I don't do it all the time, but I do like to do it to just bring everything together because I can make this pretty neat too if I want to. But today, for the video, and if you guys, you know, want to go somewhere, and like I said in the last video, you want to look really cute or anything like that, go for it and put a bun on it. Like, why not? I feel like it always just put everything together. All right, so here is the hair and it is pretty slick and I love the way it looks. I am going to add a bun to it, but before we do that, I am going to add a little bit more gel to top it off. So you can see that I'm using a lot of gel for this look, but using some gel to smooth it a little more and just really getting in there. And now I am going to take my hairspray. You guys know how much I love this hairspray. The hairspray is the trick as well. So the hairspray pretty much locks everything into place. And as I'm spraying the hairspray, I like to do this. Just take it and smooth it. And it usually lasts all day. This is Tresemme Extra Hold Hairspray. It is a level 5. And I usually do this part to the top. And I do not get any bad effects like flaking or anything like that with this. And I get the back as well. Make sure you have enough product on the edges next to your ear because sometimes hair can, you know, curl up right there. So I always make sure I'm moving that part and I'm just going in there. Sometimes I'll just spray a little on my finger and do this. All right, so the bun is in and now we are getting ready to take some braiding hair. And we are going to add it to the back of this bun. So this braided hair isn't as thick as it was last time because I didn't want it to be super huge. So I did pull some hair off from the other hair, like the bundle of hair. I guess that's a bundle. And you know, I'm just going to use a very small piece because I'm just adding a little bit for volume. So again, I just take the rubber band in the hair and I just tie it around the bun that I have. And now it's on like this. All right, so I'm just going to take the hair and I am just twisting and just twisting, and just really getting in there, making sure that, you know, I have a nice little twist. And I just keep twisting. It's not anything special. The twist doesn't have to be perfect or anything. I just do not want it to be loose because when it's loose, it's a lot harder to work with. Just going through and I twist all the way to the ends. And I am going to do this the same way like I did the other hair. So I'm at the end and I'm just taking a rubber band and here's the hair. And here is the little ponytail we created with the twist. So now I'm getting ready to take the hair and I am just going to flip it over my hair like this, and I hold it in place, and all I'm doing now is just making a bun and I'm wrapping the hair around the same way I did it last time. Now I'm going to take a bobby pin and stick it in. And I just add more bobby pins to the hair. And I just make sure it's pretty secure and I don't have any hairs that are sticking out. And just go in there with the bobby pins. Make sure everything is looking good. And yeah, just keep adding bobby pins. It doesn't really take too many bobby pins to do this. I don't use many, but I just use enough to just get everything in. So the goal is to make sure the bun is secure. I have worn this all day without any issues. So that's why I made sure everything is nice and secure with the bobby pins. But I make sure I'm applying the bobby pins to my hair where it doesn't feel, you know, bad. Like I'm not getting a headache or anything like that. All right, so I have the bun in and I'm just going to take some hairspray again. And, you know, make sure I don't have too many flyaways because I may have a few, I don't know. And everything is in place right now. And I am going to show you guys a close-up. Hopefully the bun looks decent in the back. Again, I'm not looking in the mirror, so I don't know. But I think it's okay. So here is the hair from the sides. So the hair is looking pretty sleek. And here's the back. That is it. I hope all of you enjoyed this quick tutorial. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting. I will see all of you next time, and I hope all of you have a great week.